Hey everybody, I am exhausted from a very busy day, but I did want to have a chance to share a Bible story with you this week. So this is going to be a quick little video where I say, hello, I'm excited to tell you this story, and we look at the Bible, and then I give you a short little thing to think about, and then we call it, and then Buddy goes crazy with his toys. Buddy, calm down. Buddy! Buddy, Jesus loves you. I have confiscated the noisy toy. He's gonna have to wait. Today, we're gonna jump right over to the story Bible.
The road to Emmaus. 3 days after Jesus died, Cleopas and his friend were slowly walking down the road to Emmaus. They were walking slowly because they felt very sad. Why did Jesus have to die? They wondered. After a while, a stranger began to walk along with them. The stranger was really Jesus, but Cleopas and his friend didn't know it. "What are you talking about?" the stranger asked. The men looked at each other. "Are you the only person in town who doesn't know what just happened?" they asked. They told the stranger what had happened to Jesus. "Jesus was a great teacher," Cleopas said. "We hoped he was the one God promised would save the world, but instead he died on a cross. We took Jesus' body down and put it in a tomb. This morning our friends went to the tomb, but Jesus' body was gone. They said there was an angel there instead. The angel told our friends, 'Jesus is alive!' But..." "Stop being silly," the stranger said. "How many times do you need to hear this? It was God's plan for Jesus to die and become alive again to save the world." By now, they were almost to Emmaus. Cleopas invited the stranger to stay for dinner. During dinner, the stranger picked up a loaf of bread, broke it, blessed it, and gave each man a piece. All of a sudden, Cleopas and his friend recognized the stranger. It was Jesus! But then, Jesus disappeared. Cleopas and his friend jumped up, ran from the room, and went to tell the rest of Jesus' disciples that Jesus really was alive. God kept another promise.
Friends, that's one of my favorite stories from the Bible, and I'll tell you why. Because even when those disciples who had heard about the crucifixion of Jesus, even when they were walking back and feeling super down and sad about what had happened, this figure appears to them, and they don't recognize this person until a little bit later. But what they realize by the end of the story is that it was Jesus the whole time. That even when they thought that Jesus was gone, he'd been crucified, he had died, he was gone. No. He was there, and he was there for them. And I think that's one of the coolest stories. And I think another thing that we can learn from this story is that there are always ways that we can be a bit like Jesus and show up for people that are feeling sad. We can walk with them on their journey and help them get to the next place and feel a little bit better, a little bit more whole by the end of our journey. So I want you to spend this week and think about how you can be that friend along the pathway, and maybe how you have felt Jesus walking alongside you when you've been a little bit sad. I hope those things stay in your heart for the rest of the week, and I will see you next week. Bye!
Buddy! Oh, you're so mean! You're just so mean!